So this is an introduction to X3. It's a very simple product, and the objective behind the product is to be almost the opposite of what osteogenic loading is. So osteogenic loading increases the density of a muscle cell. It increases the density of tendons, ligaments, and bone. But to make a muscle larger, which for many individuals is important, and not just males, but females. Any female that wants larger calves so they look better in high heels. That's a very aesthetic aspiration, and people ask about that. That's important. It's also important to point out that in a lot of marketing tests, the value that people attribute to the aesthetic, whether it's cellulite disappearing from enlargement of hamstrings or bigger round arms that guys certainly are after. So this is a product for that, and it's a very cool thing to talk about when somebody comes into an Osteostrong center. Now there's a few ways that you're going to apply this device. One is for the people who want that aesthetic benefit. We've got the best thing in the world. This is absolutely the best thing in the world for that. Actually have plenty of research that proves that. You grow muscle 3 times faster with this product than anything else, and that's why it's called X3. So it works because of a variance in resistance. So there's a whole series of exercises. I'm not going to show them all to you here. That's on x3bar.com, the website. But the way it works is the weight, because of these layered latex bands, this is not just any rubber band. This is a very, very powerful band. It's light, like let's say I'm doing a chest press. It's light in the range of motion close to my chest, and then it gets heavier and heavier where also my capacity increases. So we have a variance in capacity. This is a variance in loading, which coincides and gives us a more complete fatigue and increases the volume of muscle. So we're also going to talk about doing baseline markers for athletic people with this. This can be seen as a tool for testing and also a tool for aesthetics that you sell to them. When it comes to selling it to them, you can order them from x3bar.com, and the Osteostrong discount, if you order 5 or more, is $75 off. So you sell for retail price and you make $75 per unit. And the discount code is X3 Osteostrong. That's not case sensitive, no space. One of our jobs as center owners is keeping people informed of what's going on in their body. So we talk about activities of daily living, and we ask the members to monitor the things that they do. Can you carry more soil in the garden, or can you throw the football further? Now, people don't always see these things, and we try to keep them informed of what's happening, and one of the best ways to do this is taking baseline markers. So they're getting strength and agility from doing their Osteostrong sessions, but they need to know that they're getting strength and agility, and by capturing these metrics, we have a way of showing them crystal clear information on what they're capable of. And usually they're amazed. Only the highest performance athletes are self-aware of this type of change. So when it comes to showing baseline markers, for the non-athletic people, we have balance and postural tests. And for the athletic people, we have the running, the jumping, and then strength testing. One of the things that is most common in strength or kind of combine football tests, but a lot of sports do this, is what somebody can do in a chest press. They grab a bar and push away from themselves. Now, there's a couple ways to quantify this. We want to have something that is universal, that can apply to female, male populations, young, older. And so one thing we can do with X3 is use this to track the baseline markers for the chest exercise. So as we noticed in the convention when I first gave the talk about this product, this and the ground plate, and of course the bands connect in different ways for different movements, we noticed people had a lot of fun. So the benefit of this product is heavy loads through the musculoskeletal system to stimulate muscle volume as opposed to muscular density, what we're doing with osteogenic loading equipment. But because the weight drops off in the weaker range of motion, there's not a lot of risk of injury, and so people had a lot of fun doing it. And so what you're going to do is, when you run these combine tests with these athletic individuals, we're going to use this X3 product I created, and the band wraps around the individual, and I'll show you how that works in a minute. And they're going to push away from themselves however many times they can, and you're going to film them. So that captures what color band, and there's different colors for different gauges because everyone has different capabilities. But when doing this, they're going to be able to see their form, how easy they got to, however many repetitions they do. Eventually, because the load gets so heavy in the stronger range of motion, that they'll ratchet back and do weaker range of motion repetitions. So you're going to capture that. So it's not just the count, but it's how it looks and how easily they can move through space with that varying resistance. So then at the end of their Osteostrong course, where they're not using this, so in this scenario they're just using this to test, at the end you'll put them through another set of chest press movement, and they will see a tremendous difference as a result of using the osteogenic loading equipment. When performing the chest press exercise, so when you show somebody how to do the movement for the baseline marker tests, you want to set the bar up like this, so doubled over band, and the bar kind of upside down. Now the clips are going to move, the hooks, they'll move in space because this has an Olympic bar swivel inside of it. Part of the great part about the product is, as your hand moves, your grip is never compromised because it rolls. So to get into position for the chest press, you first wrap the bar around yourself like this. So it's just going across you diagonally. Then you move the bar so that it's in front of you at a 45-degree angle. Put your other hand through, and then move the first side, just kind of get it down so that the band is running between the shoulder and the tricep, the muscle underneath it, the deltoid and the tricep. So it's kind of sitting right in that groove. And then the person's all set up to press away from themselves and go ahead and see how many repetitions they can complete. Very heavy, you want to choose something that they're going to be able to do maybe 10 times, and also very safe. Works just like this. As soon as they're done, they'll shorten the range of motion because they won't be able to get to the high levels. They won't be able to get the high levels associated with the full extension. You're going to film this for the baseline test, and then when they're done, weeks later, of course, you film another one and they can see their improvement. Another angle, you see the band sitting between the deltoid, this muscle, and the tricep, my back of my upper arm. So as I take a deep breath, push away, that's how that works, straight away. You want to make sure people don't go up or push down or twist their body, either way. Just straight away, slow and controlled, no jerky stuff. Just like this.